You train harder than everyone else. You stay after training. You practice at home. You know you're more talented than some of the players starting ahead of you. Yet every weekend, the team sheet comes out, and your name isn't there. Again. Meanwhile, a player you genuinely believe is worse than you gets selected. And if you've ever experienced that, you've probably thought one of two things. Coach has favorites. Or, coach doesn't know football. But what if I told you that most players who feel ignored by coaches are making the exact same mistake? A mistake so common that coaches can spot it within minutes. And the worst part? Most players never realize they're doing it. Because the habit isn't technical, it isn't physical, and it isn't talent related. It's behavioral. Today, we're going to uncover the hidden habit that makes coaches ignore players, even talented ones. And if you understand this, you might completely change the way coaches see you. Most players think coaches select teams based on one thing: skill. They believe the most talented players automatically play. But football doesn't work like that. At elite levels, talent matters. At youth levels, talent matters. But coaches are not simply choosing the most skilled players. They're choosing the players they trust. Think about that. Every coach asks themselves one question before naming a team. Can I trust this player when things go wrong? Not when you're winning 4-0. Not when training feels easy. But when the team is struggling. When pressure arrives. When mistakes happen. Trust often beats talent. And this is exactly why some players with less ability continue getting selected. Here's the hidden habit. Many talented players unknowingly become emotional passengers. What does that mean? Their emotions control their behavior. Miss one pass. Body language drops. Coach corrects them. Negative reaction. Don't receive the ball. Hands go up. Teammate makes a mistake. Complaining starts. Substituted. Attitude changes instantly. Coaches notice every single one of these moments. Because coaches aren't only evaluating your football, they're evaluating your reliability. A player who loses emotional control becomes a risk. And coaches hate unnecessary risks. Let's break down the biggest behaviors that destroy coach trust. Lesson 1. Bad body language is louder than your talent. You might think body language doesn't matter. Coaches disagree. Imagine two players. Player A loses possession. Immediately sprints back. Claps hands. Keeps communicating. Player B loses possession. Stops running. Looks frustrated. Throws arms into the air. Which player would you trust? Exactly. Negative body language spreads through teams like a virus. One frustrated player can lower the energy of an entire squad. Great coaches know this. That's why many coaches would rather select a less talented player with elite attitude than a gifted player with poor reactions. Because attitude affects everyone. Here's the reality. Your coach is watching you when you don't realize it. Especially after mistakes. Your reaction often matters more than the mistake itself. Lesson 2. Coaches love players who solve problems. Average players wait for instructions. Trusted players solve problems. Let's say your fullback is constantly overloaded. What do trusted players do? They adjust. They communicate. They offer support. They track runners. They help teammates. They think about the team. Meanwhile, many talented players focus only on their own performance. Did I score? Did I dribble? Did I get enough touches? Coaches immediately notice this difference. Football is a team sport. The players who survive difficult periods are usually the ones who make life easier for everyone around them. If you're constantly helping the team function better, coaches remember you, even if you aren't the most gifted player. Lesson 3. Consistency beats occasional brilliance. This is one of the hardest truths for talented players. A player who performs at 7 out of 10 every session is often selected ahead of a player who performs at 10 out of 10 one day and 3 out of 10 the next. Why? Predictability. Coaches need consistency. Imagine you're preparing for an important match. Would you trust the player whose performance changes dramatically every session? Probably not. Elite football is built on repeatable habits. Reliable effort. Reliable concentration. Reliable decisions. Reliable attitude. Coaches don't simply ask, how good can this player be? They ask, which version of this player will show up on Saturday? Become predictable in positive ways. That creates trust. Lesson 4. How you train matters more than you think. Many players completely switch off during training drills. Intensity drops. Communication disappears. Effort becomes selective. Then match day arrives, and they expect opportunities. It doesn't work like that. Training is your audition. Every session, Every exercise, every warm-up. Coaches aren't just watching technical execution. They're studying habits. Do you arrive early? Do you listen? Do you encourage teammates? Do you recover quickly after mistakes? Do you compete in every drill? Do you maintain focus? These small behaviors build your reputation. And once coaches build a reputation of you in their mind, it becomes very difficult to change. That's why habits matter. You're not being judged once. You're being judged repeatedly. Lesson 5. Stop acting like you deserve things. This one hurts. Many players secretly believe they deserve a starting spot because they're talented. Coaches don't care what you deserve. They care what you consistently demonstrate. Entitlement destroys development. Trusted players don't ask, "Why am I not starting?" They ask, "What can I improve to become impossible to ignore?" That mindset changes everything. Because now, every training session becomes an opportunity. Every mistake becomes feedback. Every challenge becomes useful. The moment you stop blaming and start adapting, you accelerate your growth. And coaches notice players who respond positively very quickly. Starting today, focus on these 5 habits. Number 1. Win the first 5 minutes of every training session. Arrive early. Communicate. Show energy immediately. Number 2. After every mistake, react positively within 3 seconds. Sprint. Recover. Encourage. Reset. Number 3. Help one teammate every session. Communicate. Support. Lead. Number 4. Maintain positive body language at all times, especially when frustrated. Number 5. Become the hardest working player when nobody is watching. Because coaches notice consistency, not occasional effort. Do these consistently for 1 month. You'll become a completely different player. Not technically, but behaviorally. And that's often what separates starters from substitutes. The truth is this. Coaches don't ignore players. They ignore behaviors. The good news? Behaviors can change. You don't need more talent. You don't need perfect genetics. You don't need special treatment. You need habits that build trust. Because football rewards players coaches can depend on. Players who remain composed. Players who compete. Players who lead. Players who respond. Players who improve. Anyone can impress a coach for 5 minutes. Very few players earn trust over an entire season. Become one of those players. And eventually, coaches won't be able to ignore you. If this video helped you, subscribe for more football improvement content focused on the hidden details most players never learn. And before you leave, ask yourself, are coaches ignoring you? Or are your habits making you easy to ignore?